Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So today's video is about the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I've purchased this iPhone like 4 years ago now, and you might be asking, is it still worth it buying this iPhone in 2022? And the answer is yes, and that's what this video is all about. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So we have here an iPhone that's fully functional. It looks almost like the iPhone 12 and 13 Pro, and it has almost all functionalities that those iPhone have in this iPhone. So if you might be asking what's inside this iPhone, well, it contains an A13 Bionic chip with 6-core CPU, 4-core GPU, and an 8-core neural engine. And you might be asking yourself, yeah, what are those numbers for? Well, it determines how fast your iPhone works and if it's battery efficient or not when you're like using heavy programs such as gaming on it or taking 4K videos and all of that. Watching also 4K movies on this iPhone, will it be sufficient and efficient when you're running all of those things? And the answer is yes. I mean, on paper it says it can go up to 20 hours video playback, but that's something that's always not the case. It doesn't last 20 hours. You can't watch 20 hours of video on this thing. I'm being honest with you guys, but it has an outstanding battery life. You can like use this iPhone all day long, charge it at night, and wake up at 100% battery charging and like continue working on this iPhone for the rest of your day without worrying about that battery life. And yes, I know now a lot of people will buy this iPhone from a marketplace, so you should definitely go. The first thing I'll do whenever I buy a secondhand iPhone, I go to my battery health and check out what that capacity is. So this one, as you see here, is at 90%, and 90% is good. It's not bad. Whenever you see 80% of capacity, of battery capacity, just leave that phone behind. You shouldn't buy that iPhone whatsoever. There are plenty iPhones on the market, and I'm almost sure that you will find something or even a better iPhone if you look good. What's more, well, we have the camera, obviously, something that we use a lot when it comes to the iPhone. And let me give you some first-hand looks into this camera. And as you see here, the camera is kind of good. If I scroll even, I can even go to a 10 times zoom. And as you see, that picture gets a lot of distortion, but it's still visible. It's not bad. So if you are filming something outside and you want to capture something that's far away from you, definitely you can just zoom in up to 10 times into it. And that picture will not be the greatest picture, but you will have that object or whatever you're filming on your phone. But I definitely advise to just keep it at 1x or 2x just to not lose that resolution. And as you see here, that camera is good. I mean, I'm filming now in low light and still I'm seeing the whole image. That display brightness is not all the way up, but I'm deliberately not bringing it all the way up just to not make it look bad on my camera, my actual camera that I'm filming from. But yeah, it's very nice. If we go to the wide angle, we see like a very depth view from this view. And I'm not bringing that phone far from the object. It's still very close or relatively close to the object, and still I see a lot of objects around it as well. So if we go to the telephoto angle, which is the normal angle, this is the default position, and we go back to the ultra wide, we see that we get a lot of objects. We have here the Mac, we have here the touchpad, and we have this Philips Hue light. And yeah, and if I just go to the wide angle or the telephoto angle, I see just that object. So definitely that camera is on paper almost as good as the iPhone 13 Pro camera. I mean, it doesn't have a 2.8 aperture light. It just has a telephoto of 2.0 aperture. Is it something that you really care about? I mean, for most people, no. If you are someone who takes a lot of photos and who want to like dive into this iPhone only photography, yeah, definitely just go look into the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro territory. But if you don't care about that much and you just want to have pictures for your Instagram profile or just share it with friends and family, then this camera will serve you a lot. Yeah, as you see, we've talked about it. We have a telephoto lens, we have a wide lens, and we have an ultra wide lens. And yeah, it's kind of cool. That bump is also not that present like on the iPhone 13 and iPhone 12. It's subtle in there, so yeah, I kind of like it. And yeah, that's actually my 2 cents about this iPhone. Will I advise you to buy it in 2022? Definitely buy it. If you find a good occasion on the internet, definitely go for it. But as I advise you, just look for that battery capacity. If it's at 90% and the phone looks good on the first hand, then there's nothing you should worry about. Yeah, definitely you should check your display and your and if there's anything changed on that iPhone. I've made a video on that in the past. Just check it out on my channel. Yeah, and that's actually it. I hope you've liked this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. That helps me a lot. Turn on that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Thanks so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.